Well, it's always about quality. I think that's what's key. We had a good squad last season, but we needed to improve on that. Thus far, we're still short even on those numbers. Paolo coming back is great, but we're still short on that. But the guys have been working so hard behind the scenes. We know what we need to do. I'm not going to get bogged down with the negative, toxic energy that comes around transfers. We'll work with the players that we have. We know we'll make them better. We know as a club what we need to do and what we need to improve. And we have just under 4 weeks to be able to do that.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Celtic Forever podcast. We've got John here to go over party day on Sunday. Celtic against Kilmarnock, Celtic Park, 4:30 kick-off. It'll be a lovely sunny day. We're all looking forward to it. We've got plenty to go through today. Let's say hello to John. How's things, buddy?
I'm all right, Xander. How's things with you? All good today? Good results today?
Yeah, I was looking at some of the results today. One or two stood out there, didn't it, John? One or two that maybe help Celtic. I don't know. We'll go into that. Yeah, John, all kidding aside, I'm overjoyed with that one each against Hearts, Rangers. You know, shocking penalty decision again there, John Winter. We'll talk about that a wee bit later, right? But what did you think? Just quickly, what did you think of that penalty decision that Hearts didn't get today, John?
Well, if that was Rangers fans looking at that, they're screaming for it, isn't it? It's a penalty all day. It's 100% a penalty, 100%. I know they changed the rules this season. The referees got together and had a look at the penalty rule, and obviously handball doesn't count.
Yeah, you can lift your hand up above your shoulder height if you want. It's not a problem. So every player will be able to do that this season. But we'll watch that one with interest as the season goes on. Right, John, let's get into some of the housekeeping first. First of all, competition, John. I've not got a prize yet because the new prizes haven't arrived yet, right? So I'll probably give away a frame or something like that. So just a bit of fun. Correct score, one guess each into the comments. More than one correct entry. We'll go to a draw and we'll give away a frame, John. I don't know who yet, but we'll give away one of the Legends frame prints, okay? So everybody get your guesses into the comments, one guess each. Celtic against Kilmarnock, Celtic Park tomorrow. Good luck with that. Join us over on Facebook, the Xander John page, for hundreds of extra videos. We're also on Instagram and Twitter as well. All right, John, let's leave that there. Flag Day on Sunday. We've been waiting a long time for this, John, eh?
Aye. Well, I think it's kind of flown in this year. I don't think it's been a long season, a long summer break at all. It's just flown in, although we've had plenty to watch. So, I can't wait to see the flag getting lifted, and it's exactly where it belongs. Parkhead Paradise.
Yeah, Parkhead Paradise, John. Party Day, Flag Day, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's just a great day, and I think the weather, looking at it, is to be nice, sunny, and warm. So it's gonna be a lovely day. Obviously, Rangers dropped points today, so if we could get that wee win against Kilmarnock, what a start to the season that would be.
That's all we're looking for. 3 points. I'll take a 1-0 right now. That puts us firmly in the driving seat, above Rangers anyway. So, aye, looking forward to it. Can't wait, Xander. That's just all I can say. Just been looking forward to this for weeks.
Yeah, that's it, John. It has flown in. You're right. There was plenty of football, Spain, etc. There was all that kind of stuff, all the good friendlies against the English clubs. But the real stuff's back. The real stuff is here, and that's what we've been waiting for, I suppose. But to be honest with you, John, it's we've got to win the more because I know it's the first game and we don't want to put pressure on players or anything like that, obviously. We don't want anything like that, but Celtic's next two fixtures are away from home. And it's tough fixtures, you know, against Hibernian, Easter Road and St Mirren and New St Mirren Park, John. So they're definitely no easy fixtures. So we need to get the 3 points on the board, get us off to a cracking start, 2 points ahead of Rangers, and then the Hibs and St Mirren game will take care of themselves.
Well, we can only look one game at a time, Xander. No point in thinking ahead. I'm sure that's what the team and Brendan are doing. One game at a time, that's all you can do. Just look forward to each game as it comes. And right now, we're looking forward to the Kilmarnock game, which is going to be a hard game, I think. It's going to be a tough one. Derek McInnes always get his teams fired up, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. Derek does have them playing some nice football. And they're a big physical team, Kilmarnock, John. You know, they're big players, you know, Vassell, Van Veen, all these big defenders. You know, they're a big physical, solid team, Kilmarnock, and they have been for a few years now. But I think Celtic are now getting used to the way they play, going to be the last few results against them. But we'll get into that, John. We'll get into the form, etc., etc. It's good to have this back into it, John. The preview of the game, our first preview in a couple of months. It's just good to have it back.
Aye, exactly. Aye. Look, the last time we played Kilmarnock, we won the league 5-0. It was fantastic. What a night that was. A night to remember. And aye, it's going to be a hard game tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. It doesn't matter if it's going to be tough or no. The league's back. Rangers have dropped points. Celtic fans are getting excited already, me included, yourself included. Aye, it's all good. Kilmarnock, they are a big physical team. But look, Celtic should be too strong for any team at Celtic Park, any Scottish team. I mean, as I keep saying. So, aye, bring it on.
Aye, yeah, bring it on. Cannot wait to have 4 on Sunday, John. But before we go into the preview, right, just a wee quick run through any news and etc. We always do this, don't we, John? We always go through any news, rumours, and all that, just to start us off before the preview kicks in. So let's go into it then. Bernardo, right? We've not spoken about this because we've not been on since last week. So Bernardo, finally it was over the line, John. We got that right last week when we done the podcast. So he did sign 2.5, 3 million, wasn't it? Something like that. Bernardo, 5-year contract. The boy's back home. He's a decent player, John. He's only a young laddie, I know. Is he 20, 21? I can't remember. But that's one over the line anyway, at least, John, I suppose.
Aye, well, that's that. Every little helps. That's us. We're still a weaker team than last season. Well, obviously, we've lost Ida. We've lost a few players that's left. etc. They've all left. So, but anyway, on Bernardo, why it's great to get him on board. £2.5 million. That's the price I predicted months ago, and it's came through. So that's all good. Of course, there's a big sell-on clause in that deal, which means Benfica, they'll get a big cut of the money should Celtic sell him for profit.
Yeah, John, that's true. We won't get the full boona, if you like, when we sell him eventually. But that's part of the deal, so that's fair enough, as you say. But looking at that, John, the Bernardo deal, that's similar to the Frimpong deal, isn't it? But have you heard any latest on Frimpong? Anything? Whether he's going to be leaving Bayer Leverkusen or because we're getting a big slice of the selling fee if he eventually leaves Bayer Leverkusen.
That's right. Aye, they get a big slice of the cake, and it's like he's going to sell for mega bucks. So Celtic's on at least £10 million with the sale of Frimpong, which is good. Like I don't know anything that's happening with Frimpong right now. I've not looked into it for weeks. So he's still at the same club. So there's no news there, Xander, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that's true as well, John. Because I didn't look myself, to be honest with you. In fact, what I'll do, right, for the post-match tomorrow after the Kilmarnock game, I'll have a wee update on that, John. Right, and we'll let everybody know what the latest is with Frimpong. Right, moving on, John. James McCarthy's finally left the club. Right, James is away. Good luck to James. He played something like 20 games in the 3 years, coming on as a sub. But I worked it out, right, John. James McCarthy. How much it's cost us in wages, because he was a free agent, wasn't he? So we got him for nothing. So all he's cost us his wages, right? £14,000 a week James was on. That's £728,000 a year. And over the 3 years, that was £2.2 million, John, that basically were thrown away on wages on James McCarthy. But he's out the door now, John, so that's money saved. And hopefully we can use that money to better use.
Exactly. I imagine earning that kind of money, over £2 million for sitting in the stand watching Celtic. What a life, Sander.
Yeah, some people have got it made, John.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe that. They done absolutely nothing for Celtic and just collected over £2 million for absolutely nothing. What a life.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And it's sort of he wasn't trying to leave Celtic and maybe play football somewhere else, a loan, maybe a loan deal here or there, whatever. He just wanted to stay at Celtic and pick up that massive wage, didn't he? So he's gone now anyway. James is away. James McCarthy's gone. So we move on without him.
Well, he's quite right to do that, Xander. If that's what he wants to do, that's up to him. Celtic signed him. He doesn't have to go anywhere. So on James McCarthy's part, it's good business for him, isn't it? So that's all we can say on that.
Absolutely, John. Yeah, he made the money. He's no caring, John. He's got the money in the bank account. So, but he's left Celtic, John. So that was just that one that never really worked out whatsoever, did it? Mikey Johnson, West Brom. This is a rumour, John. West Brom are going to come in for an offer for Mikey. What's your thoughts on that, John? Mikey Johnson potentially leaving Celtic?
I don't know. My thoughts on Mikey Johnson. I think he's a great wee player with loads of ability, but his final choices, his decision making are pretty poor, I think. So I think his time's up at Celtic anyway. I'd like him to stay, and I'd like to see Brendan get the best out of him. He's a good man manager. He maybe get a better end product out of Mikey, but nah, I think he's off, Sander. I can't see Mikey getting any starts for Celtic. And saying that, the squad's needing him, isn't it? Because it's quite a thin squad.
Sorry, John, I think you're right. The squad does need him because, as you say, we lost O and we've gained Mikey back from his loan spell. So we need them in the squad just now anyway until we get some bodies over the line. I want to see him stay as well, to be perfectly honest with you, John. I think Brendan could get a lot out of Mikey Johnston. But it sounds as though, anyway, I mean, this is just a rumour, but it sounds as though the West Brom obviously liked what they saw when they had him on loan, and they're going to come in with a bid for a permanent contract. So we just need to wait and see what happens there. But I would like to see Mikey stay. Last of all, John, before we get into the big preview for Sunday, Sky Sports are reporting that Owen Beck is on Celtic's radar again. Liverpool left back John Owen Beck. Looks as though Celtic, when Sky Sports report on it, there's something there, isn't there? So Celtic could be going in for Owen Beck. What's your thoughts there?
Half decent player. That's the boy who was at Dundee, isn't it?
Yeah, John played for Dundee on loan for a couple of seasons.
Aye, he looked good. Every time he played against Celtic, he looked good. Aye. I rated him. I thought he was a half decent player. I'd like to see Celtic maybe even get a loan. I don't know. What's the idea? Celtic going to go for him for a permanent deal or a loan deal? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Sky Sports just said that Celtic are back in the race for Owen Beck. They never said whether it was permanent or a loan. I would imagine it would be a loan, to be honest with you, because it's Celtic paying these English clubs, because even though he's just a B team player for Liverpool, John, they'll still be looking for good money for Owen Beck.
Aye. I don't think he's ever going to get a game for Liverpool. He's going to be one of these players that gets shipped about everywhere. So there might be a potential chance for Celtic to get him on a permanent for a half decent price. We'll wait and see, Xander.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. Yeah, okay. Just to tell everybody, tonight's just a quick podcast, a wee half-hour number. We did say that last week, that once the football starts, it's a half an hour, 45 minutes. So just to let everybody know that the preview is only going to be half an hour, and we'll do an extended post-match on Sunday. Right, John, preview time. Kilmarnock, as we said, the physical team. Celtic playing some lovely football in close season against Man City, Chelsea, DC United, etc. Some lovely football was getting played there, John. But that goes for nothing. Close season goes for nothing. Killie have actually played a couple of actual meaningful fixtures in Europe. So, I know they got knocked out of the Europa League and they drop into the Conference League, but they've got the games in their belt, John, against half-decent opposition. So they're a sort of ahead of schedule of Celtic, playing a couple of proper games of football. Celtic have only played close season. These close season games, 20 substitutions, etc. It's different for playing a proper game of football, but Kilmarnock slightly ahead of us anyway, John. That's the way I look at it. Team news, Chewin is fit for the game, John, but unfortunately Dies Amida just misses this one out.
I never knew Dyson was missing the game, but it's good that Nicholas Coon's back. I'm sure I did hear something about Dyson actually. I think I watched Brendan Rodgers' pre-match thing, and he mentioned that, I'm sure. Aye, Nicholas Coon back anyway. That's good news for Celtic. I don't know, he played really well in the pre-season friendlies, but like you say, it isn't a meaningful game. Celtic's not played any meaningful games yet. No competitive action. Kilmarnock's a few games ahead of us in that respect. So, but the other thing with Kilmarnock is they're just back for Europe. Just so, you know, Belgium, I think they were playing on team. I can't remember what the club was called. But either just back for a European game, coming back on the Thursday, Friday morning or whatever, and having to play a competitive match against the champions. Their legs will be tired. It's going to be a tough game for Kilmarnock, Zander.
Yeah, they drew one each with Cercle Bruges, John, in the first game, and they lost 1-0 in the second game to the same team. So that their heads will maybe down a wee bit, but as I say, they've got that competitive couple of fixtures in their legs, haven't they? All right, John. Other team news for Celtic is just Naroki. He's back in training, John, but he's another one that it's just too soon for him this game. He should be back for the Hibs game next weekend. So no Naroki on the bench.
All right. I don't think it's going to be any great miss. So then again, we've still got Lager Bielka there, haven't we? Lager Bielka, Stephen Welsh, they're still there. So we've got cover if we need it, Zander. So that's no big loss, I don't think.
All right, John, let's move on to the betting. We've not done this for a wee while, John, have we? The old odds, checking on the odds for the game. The game, well, I win outright. Celtic 1-6, Kilmarnock 18-1, and the draw is 15-2 there. Correct score, just quickly run through this, John, right? Correct score 3-0 is 13-2, 2-0 13-2, 4-0 10-1, and 4-1 is 12-1. And if you're looking at the first goal scorer, Kyogo and Kuhn are both 4-1. Looking at Kilmarnock, the two big strikers they've got there, Van Veen 16-1 and Big Vassell is 19-1 to score the first goal. And if you're looking for a wee outside bet, John, a wee pound on it, Scales or Cameron Carter Vickers are both 28-1 to score the first goal. Wee early corner, John. One of the two to bang in the first goal, would you think?
A possibility. Big, strong strikers, isn't they? 18-1 for a Kilmarnock win. That's whopping odds, isn't it? 18-1.
They're giving Kilmarnock no chance there, are they?
No, they're giving Kilmarnock no chance. Big odds, 18-1. I don't know if you broke up there, but I never heard anything you says for about 15 seconds. So we'll see if that comes through on the podcast.
Yeah. All right, John, that's it for the betting. Obviously, Kilmarnock beat us twice last season, didn't they? They beat us 1-0, and then they beat us 2-1 as well. They beat us twice, so they've got a good record against Celtic Kilmarnock. We definitely need to be on our guard in this one.
Aye, definitely need to be on our guard against every single team in this league, because every team's the same every season. They're out to beat the champions, and it's the champions they're up against. They're going to raise their game. It just depends how much legs Kilmarnock have got left after flying back for a European game and getting put out. It's never easy, that, Zander. You know how tough that is. So, we'll see what Kilmarnock's all about after that.
Yeah, that's it, John. We'll see. And obviously, we won the league there at Rugby Park last season, 5-0. That was a brilliant game, and we'll never forget that. But that's the kind of performance we're looking for on Sunday. The same performance as we had at Rugby Park at the end of last season to win the league.
That would be lovely, yeah. What a performance that was. I mean, Celtic kept their best performance for that game. That was the best performance of the whole season, I think, against Kilmarnock at Rugby Park. So, more of the same, Zander. That's all I can say.
Yeah, more of the same. All right, John, let's move on to the lineups, right? Predictions for lineups. Obviously, we've got Maeda out, Kuhn's back, Big Naroki's out, Lager Bielki's fit. So, do you think she's going to go with the same old Scales, etc., Carter Vickers? What are you thinking, John? What's your 1 to 11?
Aye, apart from Joe Hart, of course.
Yeah, Big Joe's away, isn't he? Yeah, fair enough.
It's going to be the same, isn't it? Schmeichel, he's going to be in. It's going to be Carter Vickers, Scales, Alistair Johnston and Greg Taylor. Centre of the park, Matt O'Reilly, Callum McGregor, Rio Hitati. Up front, Kyogo. The two wide men are going to be Nicholas Kuhn on the right, I think. Possibly James Forrest, but I think Nicholas Kuhn will maybe get a start.
Yeah.
On the left, I don't know who's going to be playing on the left-hand side if Dyson's out. Possibly, what's his name? Yang? Maybe put him out on the left, or they might play Kuhn on the left and Forrest on the right.
Yeah, they could do either one of them, John, or Forrest on the left and Kuhn on the right. You just don't know. And that is if Maida is actually out. That's just going to be team news that was hearing earlier today. I don't know if it's official or not, but I'm just hearing that Maida's out. But yeah, John, I think it'll be Forrest on the left. Yeah, exact same team as you. Forrest on the left and Kuhn on the right. That's what I'm thinking anyway. As you say, John, the team is weaker, isn't it? No, Ida, gone. Ida's gone. Big Joe Hart, gone. Although he never played much, gone. And who have we brought in? Bernardo, who was already there, John. So they obviously brought in the big Kasper Schmeichel goalkeeper as well. But yeah, the team is weaker, John. I think you're right. I think although we played some lovely football over in America, the team's definitely weaker than what it was last season. You're bang on.
Aye. It is weaker, but it should still be strong enough to beat Kilmarnock. Can't say any more than that, Xander. We should be strong enough to beat them. We should have a team, and they're going to be up for it on Flag Day, of course. Be a full stadium, capacity 60,000 fans there to watch the flag getting unfurled. Aye, we're weaker, but should still be strong enough to beat them.
Yeah, we need bodies soon, John, don't we? We need them. We need some extra players at the club, top quality players at the club, and we need to really start pulling the finger out now, John, and getting them in. There's no extra players, apart from Schmeichel, and at the club, for the league starting Sunday. League starts on Sunday, a few hours away, so. And there's no extra players, John. We signed Bernardo, who was already there, as I've said that a couple of times. But yeah, that is weaker. It's definitely weaker. We've got Mikey Johnston back, but I don't think Mikey makes the team any stronger, does he?
Well, he's a left-hand-sided winger, so they might start with Mikey the Mora. Could be Mikey and Nicholas Kuhn or James Forrest on the right. It could be like that, Xander. It could be Mikey Johnson starting on the left.
Yeah, it just goes to show, Maida's missing, throws the whole, left wing, right wing thing up in the air, doesn't it? So maybe we do need another extra, left winger, right winger, whatever, John. But all right, we'll leave that there, John. Quick prediction. What are you thinking then? What are you thinking for Flag Day?
3-1 Celtic, Xander.
3-1, right. I'm going to, people laugh at me when I say this, right? But I'm going to say 5-0 to Celtic. 5-0. It's going to be one of the days, I think, John. It's going to be just, everything just fits into place, Flag Day, fans are all on a high, beautiful sunny day. Obviously, I could be talking total nonsense, but I'm going to ask my prediction anyway. 5-0. You say 3-1.
3-1, aye. 5-0's a big shout, innit? 5-0. That's big words.
That is, John. That is, because sometimes these start of the season games are a sort of dull affair. I've seen that happen before. We creep over the line at 1-0, etc. But I think it's going to be a bouncing atmosphere, John, because obviously Rangers dropping the points earlier on Saturday. That's massive for us. What a start that is for us if we can get that win in the bag. The 3 points in the bag. If that can happen, that is just going to lower Rangers' confidence, and it's just going to totally boost our confidence. And it'll be an amazing start to this season.
Aye. Well, I hope you're right. I hope it is 5-0. It'll be an enjoyable day if it is. Puts the goal difference well up straight away, doesn't it? 2 points ahead, massive goal difference. If it is 5-0, I'm not saying it is. I think 3-1. And I aim to win the predictor this season as well, so I hope I'm right.
Okay. All right, John. Okay. I've still got a wee bit to go through, John. So, all right, John, just a few wee results that over the last few days, because normally we give some results that stand out, if you like. Tell us what you think of some of these, right? St Mirren 4, Valur 1. That was in Europe, obviously, last week in the Conference League. That was a decent result for St Mirren there, John.
Aye, they weren't playing anybody. That team they were playing were terrible. But I watched that game. Doesn't matter if they're not playing anybody. They can only beat who's put in front of them. So aye, well done St Mirren. They played well on the night. Thoroughly deserved victory.
Yeah, that's it, John. I've seen Scottish teams gone out to teams like Valur in the past, so to me that was a decent score for them. But they're through to the next round anyway. So good luck to St Mirren. Good luck to the other Scottish teams as well. Kilmarnock, they've also fallen into the Conference League, John. So good luck to them and that as well. In the league today, obviously, we're going to touch on that in a wee minute. Hearts against Rangers, nothing each, that finished. Motherwell against Ross County, nothing each, that finished also. And just to keep a wee eye on Scott Brown's team, Hamilton Accies now, Ayr United 2. So, yeah, it looks as though Scott Brown's got them playing a bit of football there.
I had them playing okay when they played Celtic as well. So, well done, Bruni. Long may it continue. Love to see Bruni in the Premier League managing. I'm sure he will be soon, Xander.
I think he will be as well, John. I think he's going to do quite well, Scott Brown. That's a great result for Ayr United at Hamilton Accies and Hamilton, I might add. Just that plastic pitch, etc. So that's a good result for Bruni. We'll keep an eye on him as the season goes on. Rivals corner, John. Let's get into our rivals corner. We always do this. We touch on our rivals because we need to, because they're our immediate opponents. We need to keep an eye on what they're doing. Hearts 0, Rangers 0, John. I watched the game. I wasn't going to watch the game, right? But I had a wee feeling that something was going to happen, right? And to be honest with you, it was Hearts have got a few half decent players there, right? That boy Vargas looks like a really decent winger, John Vargas. He played really well against Rangers today. And they've got a couple of other decent players as well. But then I noticed, I know you've never seen the game, John, right? But then I noticed that Naismith took off the 3 best players with 8 minutes to go. And I said, red flag. I thought maybe he'd seen the best of these players and then put on 3 sort of weaker players. But it never worked out that way. They held on for the draw. I thought Hearts actually had the better of the chances the last 10 minutes, John. They had a few saves by their goalkeeper, etc. But would you make it these decisions, right? You saw my wee Facebook video, didn't you, John?
I've seen that.
Yep, sorry, John, you broke up there. Yeah, but anyone wants to see it, I'll put the link in the description if you want to see what I'm talking about. The decisions that happened at Tynecastle the day against Rangers. First of all, the penalty that wasn't given, John, right? People are saying there's a change of rules, etc. I don't care if they've demolished the rules and brought out a totally different set of rules. If you lift your arm up, shoulder level and above, to push the ball away from the attacking Hearts players, John, and into the Rangers goalkeeper's hands, that's a stonewall penalty every single day of the week for me.
You can't change the rules that much. A handball is a handball. A blatant handball is a blatant handball, and that was a blatant handball. He goes in to block the cross, puts his arm up to stop the ball going across. It's not as if his arms were by his side. He's lifted his arm to stop the ball, gone across the goal. It's a penalty. It's a stone wall penalty. No matter how much you can change the rules. Come back to any game you can watch. I've not seen a decision against Rangers as bad as that one. That was a disgusting decision not to award a penalty for that, because that's as stonewall as they comes under in anybody's eyes. It's a stonewall penalty.
Aye, it is, John. That was them losing that game. They would have lost that game the day. The first game of the season, lost. But you're going to be happy with the draw, I suppose. It's, but looking at Rangers, I know you've never seen the game, John, but I did, and they look dreadful for me. I know maybe you saw a few of the pre-season. I'm not sure what you saw, John, but would you make it Rangers, what's going on over there with their stadium, their team's not playing well, they've got Tavernier still at the club as well, a guy that the manager wants ready, but he's thrown them in there against Hearts just for the experience, probably. The defence looked shaky, the midfield couldn't string 3 passes together, and up front, they've got nothing, John. Would you make it what's happening over there at Ibrox just now?
I don't know. I never seen the game a day, so I can't comment on that. I just seen the wee clips you put on your Facebook page. I watched that.
Yeah.
Seen the penalty decision. I seen the tackle that should have been a yellow card. And that would have been his second yellow, apparently. I don't know. I never seen the game, but according to what you put up, that would have been his second yellow, and he would have been off.
John, interrupt, John. I forgot about that. That's the stamp on the Achilles when he's already on a yellow card. Is that the one you're talking about?
Aye, that's it. Aye. Aye. It's a
Absolutely
yellow card all
disgusting, John.
day. It's a yellow card
Disgusting.
all day.
Yeah, it's not red. It's not red. You're right. It is a yellow, but he's already on a yellow, so he's off the park, and that's him suspended for the next game as well, game or two as well. Didn't happen. So where's this VAR, John? It's because I don't even think they checked the penalty on VAR. I'm not sure, but I don't think they checked it on VAR. The referee just waved play on, and it never went to VAR. So that's one, and then there's the double yellow, John, the second yellow, which was a stamp on the back of the boy's Achilles. He goes down in a crumpled heap. The referee waves play on. So it's just same old, isn't it? Same as last season when VAR came in. It's the exact same, John. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed, aye. No, it's just, I'm just on the tackle. It's a yellow card all day, in anybody's eyes. You stamp on a player like that, you're getting a yellow card. And if you put your hand up like that, stop a bogging into the box, that's as blatant a penalty as you'll see, and a yellow card. I don't know if it was looked at or whatever. I never seen the game, only seen the actual incidents. I never seen the game, but that's the penalty's bad. That's really bad. If they went and changed the rules, it must be you can hit your arm with the ball if you want. It's just you can act like a goalkeeper in the penalty box now if you want. Apparently, if they've changed the rules, that must be what it is. Just everybody can touch it with a horn if they want. I'm only joking, of course, but that's what it looks like. If that's not a penalty, what is? It's disgusting. Other things that's happened with them, I've seen their other pre-season matches. They're absolutely brutal, Xander. Absolutely brutal. They're a shadow of the team of what I seen last season. But you can't judge on pre-season friendlies, remember. It's really hard to judge, but if that's anything to go by, the Rangers fans won't stand for getting beat, even in pre-season friendlies. I mean, they want the highest standards all the time. If that's their highest standards, we've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, John, that's it. The pre-season form rolled over into the league form today, and long may that continue. Because
and bearing in mind, Sander, Hearts get beat every pre-season friendly, and with Fleetwood Town of all teams, hammered with him.
That's true. Hearts were off form as well. And to be fair to Naismith, by the way, John, I know we have our wee gripes with Naismith, but the day, maybe it was just because it was the first day of the league, the Hearts players battled for everything, John. They never gave Rangers an inch. They've got a few decent signings in there, John. I know Vargas was there last season, but he looked decent. The wee boy left back as well looked decent. Can't remember the guy's name. He looked really good. And there was a chance for that Mackay, John, that ex-Rangers player Mackay. Some lovely football with Hearts that broke to Mackay at the edge of the box, John, for a sort of easy enough finish if you're a decent player. Nobody near him, but 18 yards out, 17 yards out, just to put it by the goalkeeper, nobody near him, and he puts it 10 feet over the bar. That's the type of player, John, that Hearts don't need, if I'm being perfectly honest. I know anybody can miss a chance, but I've saw that guy, Mackay, miss a few chances against Rangers.
Aye, I think he's a wrong one and Xander Mackay. He can't stand Celtic. Celtic fans hate him. I don't know if just because he's an ex-Rangers player or whatever, but I don't know. Can't say because I've never seen the game, Xander, but I'll take your word for it that he's deliberately bluttered it right out the stadium. I don't know. I can't say. But I was watching one of Hearts' ex-players earlier on the day, the first half of Motherwell against, who were they playing? Ross County. Andy Halliday plays for Motherwell now. I never knew that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. No, but Halliday's he's an alright guy. I suppose he talks some sense sometimes, but it was quite funny when he was playing for Rangers into Halliday. Celtic fans serenading Halliday. That was quite funny, wasn't it? But no, John, the Rangers, before we leave our rivals corner, John, I think they're in a wee bit of trouble over there. They've got 2 home games coming up, of course. They've got 2 home games. So I didn't realise that they had signed 10 players. I don't know any of the players they've signed, John. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know. I've never heard any of them. I don't know who they are. A couple of the players they had on the park today, there was a big baldy guy. He was dreadful, John. I don't know who he was. The big baldy guy with skinhead baldy.
Wasn't he Clement, was it?
It was absolutely dreadful, Johnny. He tried to take the ball around one of the Hearts boys, to cross the ball to the box, and he tripped over his own legs, and the ball trickled out for a goal kick. I don't know what to see in some of these players, John. Honestly, the Rangers are just dreadful just now, and long may it continue. Anything you want to add before we leave our rivals corner, John?
No, really not. It's good to see they're in trouble. I think the handball was by Connor Barron, wasn't it, the ex-Aberdeen player?
That's it, John. Connor Barron punches the ball into the goalkeeper's hands, yeah.
Aye. Well, there you go then. They're signing Connor Barron. At least he's done something for them. He's set the standards for the season by punching the ball back to the goalkeeper. Well done, Connor Barron. What a signing he is.
Yeah, John, and you know something? They love him. They love him. For what the commentator was saying on Sky today, the Rangers fans have really took to him, they say. So I don't know how he knows that, but that's what he says. So that's probably why, that's the standards over there, isn't it? Handball inside the box and getting away with it. That's the standard over there. But we'll take it, John. We'll take the draw and we'll move on. All right, John, let's park that one there. One more quick mention of the competition. Legends frame print. I've not made up my mind who it's going to be yet, but there's a Legends frame print up for grabs. If you can guess the correct score on Sunday against Kilmarnock, one guess each, everybody. I don't know who the frame print's going to be. Anyway, one guess each into the comments. More than one correct entry, it'll go to a draw because there's only one winner this week. And good luck, everybody, with the competition. We're next up on Sunday night, post-match podcast, Celtic against Kilmarnock post-match. We're looking forward to that. Hopefully we get the right result, John, and we're talking about Celtic being top of the league tomorrow.
Aye, hopefully. I can't wait for them. What time's the kick-off again?
4:30, 4:30.
4:30. I knew it was a late one. Looking forward to it. But I hopefully we're talking about all the right things tomorrow. We're celebrating a nice, relaxing, easy win. It's not going to be that, I don't think. I think it's going to be a battling performance for Kilmarnock. We'll wait and see what happens there. But I am sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to 3-1 battling performance. And I think we'll be relieved to get it over the line at the end of the day, Xander. I think it's going to be that type of game.
Yeah, John, we just don't know yet. Don't we know if we're all just guessing, but as long as we get the win, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter what like the game is, as long as we get the 3 points. All right, John, that just about wraps it up for us for the day. Obviously, the comments are going to return tomorrow on the post-match. And we'll have a wee bit more time to do the comments. It's just a preview tonight. Thanks for coming on, John. It's good to have the football back. It's good to have you back on the preview. Post-match tomorrow, as I say, that'll be roughly about 9 o'clock tomorrow night because of the late kick-off. So we'll catch everybody tomorrow. Hail for now, and we'll catch you tomorrow, John.
Hail, Xander. Speak to you later, mate.